Hello and happy new year, and welcome to the latest installment of a bit more of a breakdown and a few more added thoughts to this week's newsletter. This week's newsletter is all about something I talk about constantly, whether you have worked with me in the past, were part of my subscription site, are a current client, are just following and getting in on the vibe. I am the biggest believer that feeling good is the ultimate superpower. And to me, that's a bit new, as in, I don't know, maybe the last 5+ years, because I really did grow up with this deep seated belief that if I worked really hard and I achieved a lot, then I would feel good. And so that set my whole life up in this kind of upward trajectory. Do all these things and then get the reward of feeling good. And it's really tiring. It's not always super fulfilling. And it shifts us into an energy of chasing because feeling good is really important to me. So I would work really hard to do it, but in the process, be exhausted and burnt out. And actually, the earliest memory I have of this belief was when I was 5 years old. I was in my first dance recital, and I really did not like going to dance class every week. The discipline, following the rules, being quiet at the bar, it was just too much for me. But at that first recital, I remember, looking out somewhere on stage, and I made eye contact with an audience member, and they smiled back. And not only did I feel good, I felt really powerful. I felt far more expansive than my 5-year-old self. And that year, my mother said, you didn't like dance. Do you want to sign up again? And I said, yes. And I spent, the better part of 9 months in weekly classes, really dreading them in order to chase that feeling of feeling good. And it would have been probably a different experience if I'd actually enjoyed the dance classes, and I could kind of go back and look into that. But that sort of process really enforced my understanding that we work really hard and then the reward is feeling good. And as I have grown into the work I've done personally, grown into the work that I love to share with you all, I found the opposite to be far more effective, efficient, transformational, and super freaking fun, which is really important. We like to do fun things, and the more we have fun, the more we'll experience versus dread. So I dreaded my dance classes, but lived for that fun. And it's very, very unique if this is newer to you to think of, I'm going to focus on fun and then good will continue to follow me. So the way this works, the way we get to feel good is to notice what actually makes us feel good. And in taking note of that, spend more time in those areas. Stop waiting, whether it's 9 months. Sometimes I hear people say that in 5 years, when X financial box is ticked off, or career milestone or familial milestone, then they'll be happy. And I'm really a big fan of shifting that. Focus on feeling good and then watch all those things that maybe feel 5, 10, 15 years down the line. They start to happen and occur because, yes, definitely manifesting, but also because when we feel good, we attract more good. When we don't feel good, we attract more of that. So this was a bit of in-depth thought behind why feeling good is your superpower. And if you don't feel like you get to feel good that often, or it's something that can happen when everyone else in your family feels good, or when you've done all these other things, this is my challenge to you. And this is why I've created a new offering for January for 10 women. 2 spots are already claimed, but the 8 remaining are for women who really want to take 2.5 hours, explore new movement with me in studio, shift into a mindset that is really empowering and supports their feeling good, and uncover not just their mission for 2023, what they want to be experiencing, but the meaning behind their mission. Because a mission that just feels like, okay, then I'll be better, is sort of like a wah-wah. We want a mission that feels really connected, really supportive of feeling good, so that good becomes our general state of being. And to me, that's not only a superpower, but a bit of a miracle, because most people, if you ask them how they really feel, good is not their answer. With that being said, I'm going to share with you this week's newsletter. And if it's the second time or third time you're reading it, I really hope it resonates and leaves you with a feeling that feeling good is not as far away as it may feel. All right. So, feeling good is the ultimate superpower, and it's the inspiration behind Start the Shift, the first one-day in-studio and virtual experience I'm offering since August. The heart behind my work centers around you. Every friend, mom, client, and person I know struggles with feeling good. And yet, the very first time every person works with me, they experience massive shifts in how they feel, look, and in turn, desire to live versus survive their life. With this in mind, making this experience more accessible means everything to me. I'm elated to open the physical and virtual doors to my beautiful Pilates and aerial equipped studio in January to 10, now 8 women who want to experience and explore movement, shift their mindset, and uncover the mission they desire for 2023. This 2 to 2.5 hour session empowers you to experience all of that and ultimately discover if we're in alignment to work together in my signature 30-day and 6-month programs. My mission is helping you live the life you desire, and Start the Shift is the perfect place to begin or resume our work together. I guarantee you will feel, look, and know how to live differently at the end of this experience. The investment is $500, and you can purchase it. I'll put a link below. I'll contact you to schedule your experience upon completion. If you're ready to start the shift this minute, push play on the sequence, which is also below. It's called Start the Shift into 2023 Powerfully. It's an 18-minute chair movement class. And I look forward to hearing from you, whether you have questions, whether you are just ready to schedule. Feeling good can be something you experience not far away, but very soon. Have a wonderful day. And again, Happy New Year.